Hello and welcome on a beautiful sunny day in Kunming. It's November here in Kunming, and we're at a wetland park which is on the Dianchi Lake. In the middle of Kunming, you have a Dianchi Lake, very beautiful. And today I'm going to take you on a tour of what they call the Xinghai Wetland Ecological Park. Now this park is on the border of Dianchi, and it's essentially a reclaimed park that's developed over the last, I think, 10, 15, 20 years. Very beautiful. I'll take you to have a look. Let's go. So this wetland park is built on the shore of Dianchi Lake and has over 118 terrestrial aquatic species and 102 different types of birds. It's really a peaceful and relaxing place to come. Very beautiful here. So these wetlands are often called, they're called the lungs of the city. It helps the city breathe, but also acts as a barrier between the city and the lake, so it prevents pollutants from entering the lake. So in Kunming there are now over 30 different wetlands, and a lot of them are actually surrounding this beautiful lake in the middle of Kunming, Dianchi Lake. So I'm now standing on a walkway here that's quite famous. This is where President Xi Jinping came here in 2020 in January and placed a great emphasis on ecological preservation for Yunnan and for Kunming. And behind me along this walkway is actually a very beautiful site. This is what we call the Western Mountains. And the Western Mountain is in the shape of almost like a sleeping woman. They call it Shwemaran, which is Sleeping Beauty. So this park, wetland park, is very beautiful. You see in front of us lots of seagulls. Very cute. They are our furry friends from Siberia that come down here every year in November. And Kunming people love their seagulls. It's a very special place to be. So I've lived in China now for 7 years, and I'm often asked by people what changes I've witnessed in the 7 years I've lived in China. Obviously we know the life in China is very fast paced. I think two of the biggest differences I noticed, which are interesting, is the one is the rural revitalization, the amount of investment in the rural areas that's been done in China, big transformation there. The second point is ecological transformation. The amount that's been invested in wetland parks, such as the one I'm in now, and in other types of parks across China is quite amazing. And so I use an example. When I arrived in China in 2015 in Beijing in winter, there was smog in the city, pretty much. But when I went there 2 years ago, at the same time of the year in winter, no smog, blue sky, white clouds. So really this transformation, to be part of China, live in China during this transformational age, is quite a privilege. It's really beautiful around you, as you can see. Let's keep going. So the second park I'm going to take you today is called Baofeng Wetland Park, and this is one of my favorite parks. We're going to see the sunset here. Let's go. So this wetland park is about 250 acres, and it was especially built for the COP15 Conference on Biodiversity. It's one of these model parks which actually has one of the main rivers in Kunming running into it, and then the water gets purified through the process of ecological purification before running into Dianchi Lake itself. So it's very, very beautiful here in the middle of winter, and you can see blue skies, lovely grass over here and trees. Very nice. So all throughout this park they have these little blocks where you can actually see different plants information, fauna and flora. And also over there they have also every plant have a little, so you can scan. Using your phone you can scan and you can see the information on the trees. This photo is quite interesting. It was taken in 1966 at Daiguan Pavilion, showing life on the banks of Dianchi Lake. And it's really quite beautiful, and they've done a mural at the back there depicting it. And I said at that point they had a very beautiful expression saying 10,000 acres of clean sands, lotus flowers in summer and willows in spring. It's quite beautiful. So this is now a model example of the filtration that happens underneath these lakes. You see all the plants that will filter the water and make it purified. And these fish are some of the local fish from Dianchi Lake. So this is a very interesting exhibition of what happens underneath a wetland. So this is a popular place on the weekends where people come and take photos. It's got a deck overlooking Dianchi Lake. And that's the southern part of Dianchi. Southern part of Kunming down there. So this Baofeng Wetland Park was actually created as part of COP15, the Conference on Biodiversity in Kunming, as a model park for wetland preservation. So I'm very fortunate to be here, and I'm going to enjoy an afternoon tea and relax, watch the scenery. It's beautiful. It's just past 6 p.m. It's time to relax and watch a beautiful sunset. This view from here is amazing. So it's been a beautiful day. I've been exploring two of the wetland parks in the Guandu district. The one I'm in now has got a beautiful sunset. The sun's just dropped behind the mountain there. And I think the amazing thing in China, I've lived in China for 7 years, has been the progress made in ecological conservation. A lot of investments into beautiful parks and wetlands all across China. So I think I welcome you to come visit China and see for yourself. So it's been a great time taking on this trip in Guandu. See you next time on this program. Bye-bye. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of a recently opened shop. It's called Hello World, and inside it are 5 amazing highlights that will take your breath away.